Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Boomer Shooter Showdown. This is episode 12, where we will be ranking a handful of Amiga games, as well as some modern classics, maybe? Classics? We'll find out. We have ranked quite a few games so far. Let us pull up our list quickly to show everyone. Here is the 33 games currently on the list of ranked games for the Boomer Shooter Showdown. Sitting at the top of the list is Marathon by Bungie, followed by Doom from id. And in a surprising third place, it is the 3DO exclusive Iron Angel: The Apocalypse: The Return. Making up the bottom three of our list is, at the very bottom, the truly god-awful The Fortress of Dr. Radiaki, a game that is almost unexplainably terrible. It is followed by Operation Body Count, the game where you play through 10 levels of killing rats in sewers before getting to the shooting. And in 31st place is Legend of the Seven Paladins, a game where the enemies fire at you so rapidly and so hard that you cannot beat a single one of them. Today, we will be adding to the list a handful of Amiga games and some modern titles. Our first game is Behind the Iron Gate. This is also, I believe, on the 3DO. I should have checked that, but I didn't. But this is the Amiga version. We are using Mode 3 controls. Highly recommended. Do not use Mode 1 and 2. I'll show people what Mode 1 and 2 would have been like when we start, which is going to be right now. That's the sound of my fake Amiga loading. Since we're doing some Amiga stuff today, let's talk a little bit about Commodore and their microcomputers as we get into it. The Amiga line was Commodore's final computer line. Commodore itself was a maker of microcomputers known as micros back in the day, and micros were good way to explain this. Back in the day, computers were split into business computers and home computers, and they were made by different companies running different products in different lines, and were made using not necessarily the same hardware. So, for example, most business computers would be running something like an Intel processor, a predecessor to the Intel 8086. Whereas most computers of the era were running either a Zilog Z80 or one of its derivatives, or the Sharp 6800 or one of its derivatives. Common one was the 6500 from Moss, I believe it was. So, you didn't have the same processors. You did not have the same capabilities between your systems. And so microcomputers referred to home computers, not to business computers. And they were popular, especially in Britain. So Commodore was one of the makers of these home computers. They were, in fact, the most popular maker. They began in Britain with a computer called the PET, which was a black and white computer that did not generally have games on it because of that. That was followed with the color computer called the VIC-20, which was a very early, not very powerful computer. I believe first released in Hold on. In 1980, actually. And that was followed up itself by the Commodore 64, which is not only Commodore's most popular computer, but the most popular computer ever made. And then that lasted until, let's call it, the mid to late 80s, at which point Commodore began work on the follow-up to the Commodore 64. They did like a Commodore 128, which was, you know, like an expanded Commodore 64, but it was not a different game. Hold on, we have one too many items here. I don't know that I have a way to just transfer from one hand to the other. That's okay. We'll just leave it in this hand. It does not actually matter. Before I continue my Commodore story, let's quickly talk about the game we're playing. So this, as you can tell, is a very oddly structured shooter. So you have your two hands on the left and right bottom of the screen, and you can hold these items in either of your hand. And you have to click on each hand to tell the game which hand you are attempting to use. So if I want to pull this switch, I need to make sure I have an empty hand selected, and then I click on the switch. If I was using Control Scheme 1, I would have to hold down the left, no, I believe it's the right mouse button, and then click and move my hand, because the mouse would be used to turn the screen. Right now I'm just using the arrow keys to turn the screen, which is not the most comfortable, but it's fine. It's better than having to hold down the mouse button and then figure out, oh, I held the mouse button down, I can't do that, yada yada. It's terrible. Anyway, so if I want to use a key, I click on the key in my inventory and then click on that, and now I switch here. Voila, right? Makes sense, hopefully. I mean, the key is that it's not an especially great way of controlling a game like this, but it functions for what they're doing, at least here early on. I'm not sure why the color palette here was chosen. It was likely something done to limit the increase the rendering resolution for older Commodore machines. Likely had a mode where you could run in higher resolution, but were limited to, you know, 3-4 colors, or a lower resolution in 256 colors. And so this was probably done as a way to increase the resolution while maintaining performance. Now, here at the end of this level, we have the issue that I have to admit, I've never beaten this level because I'm really unsure what to do here. I usually click this, at which point it blows up and I die. But I don't ever see any other option here. And so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I see it says exit here. This does nothing. Now, I guess it's possible I need to click this and then quickly click on the exit button, but I don't know if that's the case. And if I fail, oh, I should reload this gun just in case that is something that sends enemies out. Hold on. Okay, gun reloaded. That's you reload. You just click on the ammo in your inventory. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna try hitting it and then running to the exit. But if that fails, we will lose and have to start the level over. So be prepared for that. This is what I'm hoping I have to do. I tried this like 4 times yesterday, but once you click it, you got like 5 seconds to figure it out. And if you don't, you start the level over. So it's not something you can really do by trial and error. There is no quick saving. Nope, that didn't do it. That did not do it. As you can see, game over. And we're back to the title screen. right? I'll keep talking about microcomputers as we make our way back to that section. At this point, I've done it so much that I feel like I can do it fairly easily, probably. Whoops. I want to put the gun in my right hand because I'm right-handed. I know the character isn't necessarily right-handed, and so it probably doesn't actually matter, but I feel the need to have it in my right hand. Where was I? So, Commodore. Then, after the Commodore 64, they made, like I said, something called the Commodore 128, which was like just an enhanced version of the Commodore 64 with more memory and such. And then they moved on to the Amiga line. And the Amiga line moved from using the 6800 processor to Sharp's new 68,000, which is a much more powerful system. It moved it from an 8-bit system to a 32-bit system at that point. We don't want to do that. Picking things up in this game is really hard. From an 8-bit to 32-bit system, and that became... There we go. I did it right this time. Pick things up in the right order to actually do this. Okay. And so the Amiga line became the final line of Commodore going into the 90s. And the initial Commodore was called the Commodore 500, and then they also developed the Commodore 1000, which was a higher end option, and then in the 90s, as their final batch of computers, they developed the Commodore 3 and 4000 on the high end, and the Commodore 1200 on the low end. Is that all of them? Okay. And so the Commodore 4000 is the highest end option. It uses an optional 32-bit 68,000 processor, which is what we are currently emulating. The 68040 is the model number of the processor we are currently emulating. And so this was the highest end Commodore one could purchase before the company went kaput in 1995. All right. Well, now that we're back here, I don't know what to do. I feel like instead of just trying, I'm going to actually look it up. So give me just a moment, guys. We're going to actually pause here, and I'm going to look up what the hell you're supposed to do to beat this game. I see. According to this, I need both my hands free before I can, in fact, exit a level. That's insane. That is the issue I've been having. The exit's right here. Yep, that was it. It was because I had a weapon in one of my hands. That's insane. It is actually insane. I mean, I feel like we should keep all of this, right? Level 2, we've got a code here. There is no saving in this game. We just have codes to get back to levels once we reach them. So, early Amiga games used floppy disks. The system did eventually support CD drives in this later era, although really very few things came on CD. So after Commodore went kaput, the Amiga line and such was purchased by a German company who continued to develop the Amiga line and added support for PowerPC processors and graphics cards and things like that. A lot of crazy stuff. Do we think this is an item we can pick up? Yes. What is it? I don't know what that is. But okay. We got it now. Yep, no idea what it is. But very few games supported that because it didn't, you know. It didn't really have a large amount of support across the world, primarily in mainland Europe. We've got another box here. This one contains a rifle. I think let's drop the pistol and the pistol ammo to pick up the rifle. And potentially we saw some ammo somewhere that I missed because I didn't think I needed it. Where was that? Is that ammo or is that another weapon even? It's more laser gun. This laser is nearly empty, so that's good. Let's use this to refill this, then start using this. Whoa. Excuse me. Okay. Now, we should be able to throw this switch and switch back to our laser here. Let's see what this box has. We don't need that. Drop that. So, you know what? Where do we put the other pistol stuff here? We'll drop it with those pistol things. That way, if there is the need for pistol stuff, well, there's a bomb. So we're going to have to set that off eventually. But first we really need to, I'm following these signs to the cafeteria. At least I assume that's what these signs are going to lead me to eventually. Okay, I made it to a room. Some bread here. How do I use the bread? Consume bread. Hold on, let me look at my manual here again to learn how I can consume bread. Oh, I see. We have to put it in that one. No? Done. Okay, I figured it out. The inventory management in this is insane, frankly. Let's put this food here in my C holders. And I just realized we have B and C holders. The resolution was so low it wasn't clear to me. So that tells me that we can pick up my pistol And, oh, I found the key. Come on. Nope, we want to go the way away from the food now. We've been there. Yep, we're going the opposite direction now. We need to head back. This is a switch that's been flipped already. That means that we've been here before. Here's... okay. We can pick up all of this now. Drop that there. Then we need to use this key on this hole. Oh, there's our exit. Okay. That means this laser gun needs to go here. We need to figure out where that bomb was. I think it was over here. Yes. All right. Run. We did it. Okay. Good head protection. Oh, can I wear that maybe? Interesting. Okay. Let's try wearing that helmet. Let's see if we put it on one of those 4 selections around our body, if that will give me armor. I should note again that this game was released in 1995, several years after Doom. So, this is, yep, okay. That's exactly how that works. I should clarify that this is not like some early era shooter. This is fairly late in the game. I mean, it is early in the grand scheme of things, mind you, but... do I have to do something with this? Doesn't look like it. Okay, moving on. Uh-oh, enemy. This laser gun's really powerful. I'm gonna be sad when I run out of ammo for it. Speaking of which, let's reload. We need another key to open that. What is this? Can I shoot it? Nope. Can I touch it? No. Do I want to touch it? Nope. It seems to do nothing. Alright, we'll just leave the floating orb there. Such a weird ass thing. Yeah, this was not like pre-Doom or Wolfenstein or anything. This was after that. And like, you had games that used this type of interface back then. System Shock and a lot of Origins, other 3D games come to mind there. But those games had fairly complex inventory systems that you needed to make use of, because you are holding on to the more things than just weapons and ammo. Here, it's just weapons and ammo and keys, so I don't know why I would have the need for a complex system that is managing my inventory when all I have is ammo and other... and like, I have health items, I have ammo, and I have guns and keys. Like, I don't need it to manage... I don't need to touch things in the world for that, right? Like... and even if I did need to touch things in the world for that, like, a simple hit the E button to use the item in front of you would have been the more logical way to do that. But, well, I found the exit, but I've not found any, bomb. I guess there could be no bomb on this level? I guess we can try that. Let's try going into the exit and see if it will let us go. Nope. Okay. That should mean there is, in fact, a bomb somewhere. But we can't go through there. If you're noticing any slowdown, that is because this game's real weird visual style does not work using the just-in-time compiler that Amiga emulators use. I tried several different ones, and every one, the just-in-time compiler just mangled these posters, and pretty much every object, honestly, in the game was just unidentifiable. So we had no choice but to use the traditional rendering style. I feel like, do I need to shoot it? Like, how do I interact with this thing? It's where everything needs. All right, hold on. I'm gonna go back to my manual and we'll see what it says about that. Oh, let's see. There's no indication of any sort of what this is even. Like, all I'm getting is so yeah, this might just be nothing. There's also, they say there's teleporters on the ceiling is the only other item the manual specifically mentions that I might find in a level. So it's possible that something here is a teleporter, but man, if I had a map, that would be great, right? Let's just hit the tab button. Nope. I didn't think that was going to bring up a map. I feel like I'm walking in circles. This is just taking me back the same way, or is this bring me somewhere else, maybe? Nope, this is that same area I've been in multiple times, right? Yep, everywhere in this level looks the same. I have no idea if I've been anywhere or not. I could be making circles, or I could be going to entirely new areas. I feel like I'd have no way of knowing the difference. Everything here is identical. Except for this area, which points to the exit. And then there's the other key, but it doesn't matter because that's just this side of this. So it doesn't matter which one we open. Both sides will work. This we could open, but we don't have a second. Just double check here. Right? There's no. Yeah, I have no key. And this does not open. And I see no sign of. Like, if this is a teleporter, it sure don't seem like it's doing anything. Well, we might have reached the end of our playthrough of Behind the Iron Gate. I would have liked to go further than this, but I truly have no idea where to go from here. And frankly, I'm proud that I even figured out how to beat a level. I've played the 3DO version of this. I played this version several times. Today was the first day I actually beat a level. So, I feel like I did a pretty good job by just getting that far. And let's face it, it's further than we've gotten in quite a few of the games we've played. Some of these early computer games are just so utterly obtuse that it just becomes impossible. Like, I have no idea. I could not for the life of me tell you what I'm missing here. I feel like I've gone everywhere. But I see no bomb. I see no key. I'm out of ideas, honestly. I'm going to try one more time to just walk through the exit. But no. Okay, well, I think then we should rank this game based on its utterly crap controls and inability to explain how to play it, right? Let's go over to the list. Where, let me pull up my version of the list. All right. So we've got 33 games. We're about to add game number 34. And where are we going to start? Let's start at number 15, Alien vs. Predator for the Jaguar. Is Behind the Iron Gate better than Alien vs. Predator for the Atari Jaguar? The answer to this question, well, actually, we're going to start here with Alien Breed 3D instead, because that's also an Amiga shooter. Is this better than Alien Breed 3D? Alien Breed 3D controls like a traditional shooter of the era, which is still not very good, but it's less insane than this. Its shooting feels far more competent, and notably, it has more than 3 colors, although in a trade-off, it also runs in a resolution that makes it look nearly unbearable to the modern eye, and also largely runs in a tiny little window in the center of the screen. Or you blow it up and it is almost, like I said, it is indecipherable in how blurry it is. So I feel like the visuals are a toss-up, but on the other hand, I think the superior controls and gameplay of Alien Breed 3D and the ability of me to figure out how to play Alien Breed 3D makes it a superior game to Behind the Iron Gate. So I think at least we need to move down to the Terminator Rampage. The Terminator Rampage also uses a very, very low resolution window, but it uses modern ish controls. Like you have to press a button to move forward when using mouse look, but you are using mouse look. So I would say that it is among the better controlling early shooters that we have played. But also it is another one that is running at so low resolution it's nearly indecipherable. The maps are just a giant impenetrable maze, and there's like 2 enemies in the whole game that you just fight repeatedly over and over, all of which makes it an absolute shit game. Man, I really can't decide if I would prefer to play this over that. I feel like like the visuals here are really off-putting, obviously, and the strange controls are very off-putting. Like, I don't feel like I get really any enjoyment, even like a raw visceral enjoyment of, blowing up robots when playing this, just because the controls are so bad and the visuals are so poor. So I feel like this has to go beneath Terminator Rampage. In Extremis, that French game that I had to use Google Translate to understand, that's not the game's fault, so we can't use it against it. Uh, you moved really, really slowly. You had that oxygen meter that drains constantly. It's not very good. Um, it does have multiple colors. In fact, it has a very good art style and an atmosphere. I'd say that's probably its greatest strength. The shooting itself feels fine, not great, but fine. And it is also fairly obtuse, but I was able to get decently far into it. I think we ended up playing it for close to like an hour, maybe even more. So, we didn't reach a dead end where the game was so utterly unplayable that we just could not continue. So, in that sense, I think In Extremis is also a better game. Next, we have Escape from Monster Manor. That is a 3DO shooter. Has very nice visuals. Is yeah, controls decently well. Uh, is very, very basic, but so is this. So I would probably take that over this. I think they're very similar. Again, this game also has a 3DO version, but I think Escape from Monster Manor looks a lot better. It sounds a lot better. It plays a lot better. So I think as the closest comparison to this game that we have on this list, maybe I would say Escape from Monster Manor is my pick. So that leaves us at PO'd, our number 20. PO'd is a game that features a scrotum enemy, and it's real silly, but also you hit it with a frying pan, and it's just not fun to play. I don't know if that makes it worse than this, though. It does have technically competent visuals, and if you find scrotums funny, then it has humorous visuals as well. It is also incredibly confusing. So, I think this game is better than Catacomb 3D. Certainly better than Bram Stoker's Dracula. And better than all of these other really, really terrible games we played. Uh, so I think it's either, I don't know if I'm going to put it right beneath PO'd. Okay, we're going to put it as our new number 21 behind the Iron Gate. Great. Continuing on with the Amiga for our second game. Uh, which one of these are we going to do? I don't know that we're going to have time to do both today, so let's do this one. This game is called Breathless, also released in 1995 for the Amiga. I'm getting it booting it now. Okay, let me resize this screen a little. And see if this is going to pop up. Great. Awesome. So let me move this here a bit. We are good. This is a version that does not need the security code. Press space to continue. Alright, let's take a look at our options here. Let's increase our window size here to as high as it will go. We want our pixel size to be 1 by 1. That makes the resolution much higher, and we can keep our sights on. Our keyboard. How did I have this set up in a way that I liked? I think what we're going to do, actually, is have the number pad be our controls here, and then we'll have the, whoops, go like that. And then we'll have fire be spacebar, and then acceleration be control, and we don't need that. This cannot be that. This needs to be 1. This can be 3. This can also be 1, sure. Oh, and switch can be shift instead. What do I have? Oh, that's 4 sidestep. Okay. It can be alt. Nope, can't. It cannot be alt. It can be Z. All right. Just make sure you guys are getting good audio. Yep. Okay. Let me move here. Okay. So this is Breathless, also from 1995. So same year. You can see how this retains the clarity of resolution we got in that previous game, but you know, does so without being only 2 colors big. So a dramatic improvement visually at the very least. This also just controls like a normal ass game, you know, for the time, that is. You know, obviously I'm using the number pad to control this game, so it's not how a current game would control. It is also insanely hard, and I don't know how far I'm going to be able to get in it. That. All right. Look at the sheer devastation we have caused here. If I wanted to turn quicker, I could hold down the control button here, right? Oh, I'm holding down the Windows key, not the control button. That's why that's not working. There we go. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I have the control button there that I can use if I want to turn faster. That button we pressed just a moment ago is what opened this door. That is why we went that way first. If we had not gone that way first, we could not have gotten down here. Okay, we've got... Whoops. Pressed there, that opens that. Then... should we do this part? Let's do this. This is a somewhat, I don't know if I'd call it a secret. It's pretty clear that that wall goes down. Then this goes down here, and then we're gonna need to start firing because, whoops, hold on. We didn't step off quickly enough. So these are our credits, as you can see. Unlike most games of the time, these are not just used for points. We actually can, in fact, spend these on various things, which I will show you momentarily, if and when we survive getting out of here. So this is the shop. I can, as you can see here, purchase weapons for an insane sum of credits. I have 800, as you can see in the bottom right. I can make the weapon I have more powerful. That's this simple shot right here. But again, I need 1,500 credits. There's a death machine for 20,000 credits. That would be nice if I had the money for it. And then here you can see I can boost my health and shields, my energy is my ammo, and I can purchase keys here for 5,000 credits. We're going to save our money and hopefully survive long enough to upgrade our gun. On to level 2. You know, a lot of Amiga shooters are bad. In fact, almost all Amiga shooters are at least somewhat bad. This one, I think, is one of the more competent ones, which is saying a lot because I think it's incredibly generic and not especially great. But the fact that it works as well as it does, just technically, is noteworthy. And it, you know, doesn't play terribly. Like, again, it's way too hard. It's way too hard for its own good. There's another guy. Come on. Okay. We're gonna back up again. I'm trying to bait these guys here. I only have 38 health left. No shields. $26 health left. No shields. Okay, but we did get enough money to upgrade our gun here. Did that work? Yes. Okay, let's hope our gun performs better now. Hey, look, some health. It's not very much, 10 health. We should back up before something comes and kills us. Is there a way over here? Yeah. Okay. I just heard a door open. Yep. I know what's down here. Am I hitting them? Yes. Okay. I remember this from when I was testing this last night. Also, if I had not just been testing this, I would have forgotten that, and we would be dead right now. But I did, in fact, remember. Whoops. Why are we not firing? Oh. My hand's on the wrong key. Now we have 3 health. Well, we're fucked. Don't worry, we have 2 retries left. Lives. Just what I wanted. Okay. There you are. He came from the left, so there's one guy to the right. I got it backwards, didn't I? That's okay. Okay, onwards. I feel like we're doing nearly identically to last time, so I'm not especially hopeful. Like, that's one of the other keys of the difficulty is when you die, it doesn't, like, start you with full health. You're still exactly... You still gotta beat it. With the same amount of health you had at the start of the level, you never get full health in this game. That doesn't ever happen, to my knowledge. I've never had my health and shields refilled for any reason whatsoever. Are we hitting them? No. Where are you guys? What did we assign to look down? Nope, that was look up. What did we assign to look down? Was it Z? Was it 0? Was it 2? Nope, don't remember. That was look up, and that's clearly center. Was it Alt? Gosh, I don't remember now. I could have sworn I assigned something to look down, but I don't remember what it is. And I have a feeling if we hit escape, it's just gonna end the game. Alright, well, I guess we're going down there. Okay, here's where everything went wrong for us last time. So let's try and just immediately start firing. Immediately. Okay, they're both dead. I have 10 health. You think there's an enemy on this way? How about on this way? Nope, nothing there. 7 health. 1 health. And we're dead. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that I could play this any better to do better than this with these controls. Like, if I had mouse aim and the ability to normally strafe, then that would be fine, but I don't. I can't jump, I can't duck. Like, my ability to dodge these shots is extraordinarily limited, right? Like, I don't have enough hands on me to... Like, I'm trying to use the strafing, but it's just... I don't even know how I would set this up to allow myself to strafe. Come on, dudes. And, like, the fact that... That's my turnaround speed. Like, everything has to be done with a modifier. There's no mouse support. Like, the whole thing just sucks. Sucks. The Amiga has supported a mouse since the Amiga 500. Like, there's no reason to not have any sort of mouse support in an Amiga game. This is not MS-DOS. Amigas had a... the Amiga has had a graphical user interface since day one. There's no reason that you would not include mouse controls in this game. Like, even doing this differently, now I have 1,800. That's all the money I can get on this level. At least till I get past that part that we keep dying at. So it's not like... And I haven't spent anything. I've collected all the money that I know exists in this game. I could be missing some secret, but I don't... If I am, I don't know about it. And the cheapest weapon costs more than twice the amount of money I have. With this, I could get my life up to 67. Like, that won't help me very much. You know, I can spend, get up to that and then maybe get, there. See if health ends up being the better purchase than the more powerful weapon. It doesn't seem like it, but maybe I have no choice this early. It just feels like that should be the wrong decision. But I don't have the movement capabilities to dodge this. I was gonna say, something just opened. Great. 3 health. And death. I believe that's game over, yeah. So I feel like the only way to do better there, I'd have to start the whole game over to attempt to, like, play that first mission better. With the goal of... What's look down? Look down, MP1. Was I not hitting that? Oh, that's because I have them both set as MP1. I messed up. That's my fault. One of these should be MP2. Okay. Right, should be 1, 2, 3. Also, I feel like we're gonna reset the controls here a little. Is that how I want this? Yes. Okay. We're gonna give this one more go. We've changed the controls to try to make them a bit more usable. So we have this now, okay. Come on. I'm trying to take this very slow. See if I can bait these guys out. Okay. One more batch. There's a map on this. I was thinking there was. Yeah, this one does have a map. Not that it really needs it so far, but it does have it. I know I'm wasting ammo, but I feel like I don't have much of a choice. I think there's a secret here. Guess not. Maybe here? This feels like there should be secrets there. Maybe there aren't secrets in this game, I have no idea. Okay. Again, that's all I know that exists on this level. Let's just exit. We don't need to fight that guy. Does not actually matter. It's not quarter 7. We don't have to kill a certain number of enemies to exit the level. Okay. We've got our 1,600 credits. Oh. Okay, I feel like we're in much, much better shape here. In fact, if I could save, I would, but I can't. Alright, we've got our better gun. We still have 79 health, 57 shields. This feels like we're on a much better trajectory than we were last time. Nearly full health. Shields are almost halfway spent, mind you, but now shields are halfway spent. I don't know if this is worth it. Now we can look down. Oh, I didn't break the controls this time. Is he like right under me, the last dude? There we go. So proud of myself. Look how much better we're doing. We still have 95 health. Okay. We kept going the other way. Let's go... Ooh, what's this? We've gotten the red key. That's very valuable, probably. I would have had to pay 5,000 gold for it, or credits or what have you for that. Ah. We need to get ready to turn around. Nope. Nope, he's coming from this side this time. Is there another one? No. Okay. We just know that that went very, very badly for us last time. Am I hitting those guys? Which button did I have is up? Nope. Oh, nope. Well, damn it. Think how much better that would have gone if I just had a mouse that could let me look where I wanted to look. That honestly pisses me off. Oh, well, shit. What are these? Oh, those are just barrels. Well, we could step in here, but I don't know that our remaining 17 life is worth stepping in there for. Oh. Try to angle this right so we can actually hit these guys. Nope. Again, every Amiga came with a mouse. There is no such thing as an Amiga without a mouse. Every Amiga supported mouse. The idea that this game is going to make such strong use of verticality and not have mouse look is insane. Like, I don't know. You know, the Amiga, like, how to like compare it? It was similar to like a Macintosh, right? Like, it had a built-in monitor. Like, you could not. It was impossible to not have a mouse. And again, this was 1995. There were other games with mouse look. Almost every game we've played on the list, 33 games, at least, were out so far to the market that they could, and several of them, you know, despite not being good games, did support mouse look. Okay, there's our red key. Guy got behind me. Where did he end up this time? All right. That hitting him? Okay. Okay. I got the angle right this time. What is that energy? Yes. Okay. Ammo. All right. Okay. Got some credits there. Let's quickly walk back over this. Maybe that stuff doesn't hurt us. Didn't seem to be hurting us. Oh well, we won't risk it, but okay, let us see if we can look down and okay, we're still alive. Barely, but we live. No, nope, nope, nope. Things are shooting. Shots are being fired. I hear them. Bullshit. Okay, I have one last thought of something we can do. Hold on. What was this game called? Breathless. I'm gonna see if there are any cheats on Lemon Amiga. cheats. Alright, we have level codes, and that's it. Oh well. I was hoping we could, make it give us money or something that we could then use to try the other guns, but it looks like no. In that case, I think we're probably about as good as we're gonna get here. Okay. Let's call that Breathless. And let us move back to our list. All right. I was trying to edit it on a different screen so I wouldn't have to scroll like this, but I ruined it anyway, so, you know, we'll just edit it here. All right, this is going to be our 35th entry onto the list. It is entitled Breathless, and it has some interesting ideas. It's a more competent shooter, certainly, than Behind the Iron Gate, but it still controls bad. Like, it's not as bad as controls as Behind the Iron Gate, but it's still really awful, and it's demanding much better controls. Like, Behind the Iron Gate knew its limitations, it seemed, and was not demanding the level of precision and speed that Breathless is demanding. And so, yeah, it's just not very effective controls, and also not, hmm yeah, it's just too hard, I guess, in short. I also don't like the life system, the lack of a quick save option, all that stuff. I do think the visuals are the far and away the best we've seen on the Amiga so far. I think it will be quite a while before we see anything that looks better. There's maybe one game I can think of that might have better visuals on the Amiga, but this is absolutely one of the best looking Amiga games that you can play. Uh, but that is really the extent of my strong positives here. Um, so better than Behind the Iron Gate at number 21 here. Can you see my cursor blinking? Great, you can. I don't know if you can. Yes, great. I am capturing my mouse. Here at number 20, we have PO'd, which, again, we discussed it with the last game. I think this is very close to, it has similar issues with being equally frustrating as PO'd. In fact, I might put PO'd higher than it. It had a more interesting premise. It's a weird premise, but it was more interesting. So, hmm. Yeah, I think we're gonna put Breathless here at 21. It's better than Behind the Iron Gate, but not as good as PO'd. Right? Right. All right. We'll leave this up for the moment. You can look at this while I prepare our next game. I think that's enough Amiga for one day. Don't worry, we still have plenty to go. We'll be looking at Citadel and Fears and Gloom and Ubek and Project Battlefield and plenty more going forward. But that will be enough for today. Let's move on to something dramatically newer. Our next game is going to be the newest game we've ever played by a large margin, as it is only 1 month old. And yet somehow I have a feeling is going to place in the bottom half of this list. It is Graven from, let's see, who is the publisher of this officially? 3D Realms. is the publisher, Slipgate Ironworks the developer. This was released on Steam, like I said, I guess it was about 2 months ago now. So we're going to give it a shot. And by give it a shot, I mean I've played it before. I know that this game sucks. Let's do that. Okay. Let's window this. And then we can minimize. Hold on 1 second. We need to minimize this. Then minimize this. Then pull the capture of this to be what this is called. Sure. Let's see if that pulls it up. Yep. Great. Okay. And then we will put you down here, you over here, you here. Great. Okay. We're going to start over here. So this will be our profile, Solus 2, and we'll look at the intro sequence. We're going to go with the easiest difficulty because this game is too hard, but also too easy in a certain way. I don't know. We're going to go with the easiest difficulty because I don't want to have to redo any more of Graven than I have to.
A pious man among pious men, our priest of the orthogonal order humbly walks the parallel path, following the Creator through service. Father to an adopted daughter is fate.
Here, I'm going to help you guys. His daughter's going to get murdered. He's going to murder the guy who murders his daughter. And then he's going to get exiled for doing so. Ready? Okay, good.
They shared a love of both learning and...
How did we... I guess we can't skip it.
But not all walk the parallel path. They serve another, not a creator, not begotten, and their transgressions lay a heavy price upon the world. When love meets fear, even the humble heart feels wrath and righteous anger, giving birth to unknown strength. Red-handed from the blood of a heretic, the blood of a fellow priest, without being able to see how once more he is tried and found guilty. What divides?
I do not know what's going on with the performance here.
And shame? Acceptance.
Are you guys even seeing it? No. Like, the game is performing very, very, very poorly.
He closes his eyes one last time. A prayer.
There we go. Well. Let's see. There we go. Now you guys can see it. I don't know why it's only running at 40 frames per second, 30 frames per second.
Patience. At times the only light in this accursed swamp are the funeral pyres. Other than the light you yourself make.
Good to hear. Anyway, so my daughter was murdered. I murdered the murderer. That's not an acceptable thing for a priest to do, they said, so I've been exiled to the swamp.
No need to own ships of land when they can scarcely dare come near. If they did, the bog would claim them, much like it did that lighthouse.
That's the lighthouse he's referring to. He just said it a little bit early. We'll be there at some point. Maybe, if we get that far. I don't know if we're going to get that far.
The coast is clear. The most desperate would not.
I'm a noted fan of Heretic. I think we have Heretic rated as like our number 3 or 4 game right now. This game, when it launched in early access, specifically mentioned it was attempting to be Heretic-like, and that's pretty exciting to me, I thought. I liked Heretic a lot. But it seems what it meant is that it's set in a fantasy setting, and it's obtuse as fuck, and it doesn't let you just... You'll see. There's so much wrong with this game that it is honestly somewhat mind-blowing. And obviously, right now it's running at like 30 frames per second, and now it's running at like 80 frames per second. Like, why? I don't know. The performance is all over the place.
Don't forget your staff, priest. It's the only thing that will keep you alive.
Thanks.
You're gonna need it more than I.
Alright, we've made it. We're gonna destroy all this stuff and start collecting gold. And magic. So yeah, I was very excited for the release of this game. I didn't play any of the early access stuff. I wanted to, you know, whoops. Well, that was just dumb. I lost 20 gold. I found 20 gold. No, I didn't. I found like 9 gold. But it will be okay. Just gonna keep smashing stuff. There's a monster here. That's health. Can use that to heal when I need. The message here I can pick up. It says they're suffering from a plague. I'm gonna go down here. Pick up this. Now we have the fire spell. We can switch to... Nope. This. And use this to burn this down. We have a kick here on Q. Are you done yet burning? Great. And then we can pick up this stuff. These are metals. They don't break when you hit them. These will eventually, I believe. Yeah, but not really worth it. So that's a checkpoint, so yeah, it's another one where there's no, like, quick saving. Why would we want to be able to save in this game? This game, like, genuinely makes me angry. It had so much potential. And it, like... So the key thing is that it just doesn't explain itself at all. There's never a point in this game. There's never any point anywhere in this game where I could have any idea what I was doing. We're going to destroy all these bodies so they don't rise as zombies later. I don't know if that... Some of the bodies rise, some don't, but look, we're just going to destroy them all. They gave us coins anyway, so why not? You can see, let's see, that's, you know, telling us that we need to get these explosives, but we need to get a hook first, and then we can put them here and blow this up. Did they... They might have fixed a noteworthy problem with this game, actually. Because I don't seem to be draining stamina. So I have red and blue mana. That's the right-hand bottom counter. Again, we're gonna make sure nothing rises from the grave here by killing it all first. These areas, though, need to be caught on fire. No? Could have sworn that's what these wanted. Oh, yeah. Have to put the bodies on fire. And then eventually... As you can see, they will blow up. Then I can stand on this area without getting hurt. Are there more bodies here? Everything needs to go on fire. Your mana very, very slowly regenerates to a point. I looked here. You know, eventually these bodies start coming back to life, so that's why I'm burning all of them now, to avoid having to deal with that in the future. Skeleton, it doesn't come back to life. Okay. That's the lever I needed. As you might be able to tell from all these closed doors and secrets and such, this is maybe something of a Metroidvania, you could describe it as. Like, you're gaining new abilities that you're then going to use to get into areas you previously could not. So I really can't... Ah, see? I told you could burn those. I don't know that it wasn't working earlier. We burn this? Maybe. We'll see if that burns eventually. Things take so long to burn, I struggle to determine... Oh, whoa. Okay. Sometimes it's like, okay, we'll get there eventually. Oh, look, it's gone. See? That one did burn. And then, you know, these we can just hit. I actually don't know why there are no enemies in here. I feel like there should be. Maybe I broke it by not quickly enough or by like I didn't complete the quest first. I just or get the quest even. I just came in here. And so maybe the enemies didn't spawn because of that? I don't know. Normally these turn into enemies eventually. But it's not happening here, so we'll just, you know, keep going because why not? We want to be in here. We need to get in here? No, right? We don't need to get into any of these. So this opens all of these. I don't know that we actually need to get in any of these, mind you, so I don't think that really matters, but, you know, we're just collecting junk. I think what we really need to do is go this way. Hey, look, an actual enemy. This is great news. They're dead. Another one. See? I told you they wake up from that eventually. Catch you guys on fire. Does that not work? It probably doesn't work. No, it does. Look, and we got hit like twice and we're down to 30 health. Alright, that's those guys dead. We must leave no body. So eventually we'll get an item that lets us break stuff like that open. Right now, though, we cannot open that. Like I said, there's Metroidvania elements here. So like something like that, we have no way of dealing with now. We should... Takes forever, but these bodies will, in fact, all eventually burn. Well, except, well, that's the body of the enemy. And up here, we probably didn't need to go this high because we can't get out of here yet. But as you can see, that's a secondary exit that we cannot actually go in yet because we have not gotten that far. Okay, that part's good. Alright. I think we just need to go get the exploding barrels now. Someone risen from their grave up here? Yep. You see, I told you, I didn't kill all these bodies. They were going to come back. That's why I was destroying everything I could find. Because they will return. They love to rise from their grave. You can do things like this if you want. And then, you know, voila. Problem solved. Now I need to grab a second one and bring it over to this one. Drop that there. Turn that like that. And look at that. We completed the quest we never even picked up. Isn't that great? All right. Now imagine that I didn't know I had to do any of that. And that instead of all the time we just spent doing this in the correct order to make it take the least amount of time, we instead wandered around this area for an hour trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Also remember that I do not have the quest telling me I even needed to do this. The only reason I knew I needed to do this at this point was because I played this game before. But if I had not played this game before, we would have no way of knowing that we were supposed to do anything in here. And so we could have potentially explored this whole area and not completed the quest because we didn't know that we had to complete a quest and come all the way back out, only to have to come all the way back because we didn't complete the quest. Which is exactly what happened to me when I first played the game. Because I was like, what do you mean I don't know what's going on? Yada yada. And it's not like, you know, if you do correctly blow up all of those body piles, then the enemies aren't going to respawn. So you're just walking around endlessly trying to, you know, complete these tasks. This is all ammo for weapons I don't actually have because I don't have any weapons except for my staff. These doors can open in some cases and not in others, and the difference between which ones can and which ones can't is incredibly minor, but you need to be able to note it because you have to go in most of these places that you in fact can go in. Like that one's locked, so it might eventually unlock, or that might be telling me I can never go in there. Who knows? I mean, I know because, again, I've played it before, but if this was my first time playing the game, who would know? And so, again, like, hours were spent in these early areas with me desperately attempting to figure out how to play this damn game and where to go and what to do. And so, you know, we're going to get through this whole first act in like a tenth of the time it took me probably, because I in fact know what to do. At least kind of. I have to actually remember. But I know I don't have to be here. I'm just you know, completing all these extra things just to be certain I don't have to come back and do anything later. And blowing things up, because money early on is very important, and we need it a lot. I just wanted to destroy that wood, because you'd think, huh, they've locked this, you know, up with wooden panels. If I destroy that, I could go in here. Nope. Nope, it's still locked. Hello, guard. Yep, I already did your quest. But if I hadn't, I would have had to then go all the way back down there and do that thing with those barrels, and then I could have entered the city. This is my first ranged weapon. It's a crossbow like all my weapons. Hello. Alright, and as you saw, he said we should go refuel that lighthouse we saw earlier on the way in, which we will do. There is propagating fire, it's just not used for anything, really. Again, it's just kind of like, why would you put all of these boarded up things that can be destroyed if there's no purpose to any of them? Right? Those are theoretically like a quest board, though I don't know if there's ever any quests that you can actually undertake on them. You know, there's a map there that maybe leads to buried treasure, but I'm guessing not. It feels like this game is remarkably unfinished, which for a game that was in early access for like 4 years or something, it doesn't seem possible, but that's just how it feels to me. So, as you can see, I have 482 gold. I can upgrade my staff here, or my arrow, or buy ammo of various types, or I believe, yeah, this is armor I could purchase, but I think I might be able to find this armor. We're going to upgrade our staff. We now have an upgraded staff, and now we will continue on. It's a key reason I spent so much time trying to collect all the gold so that we could have an upgraded staff here. And now we do. Alright. Let's see. This dude here, I don't even remember what this dude wants. He wants something, and then he'll... If we do it, he'll sell us some stuff. Potion-wise, and magic-wise, and such. Gonna kill all of these bodies, so they don't become corpses later. Okay, success. I did it again. The red ones blow up. Doesn't matter if you hit them with a staff, they still blow up. I know it doesn't make any sense. I can't help it. They're very volatile. Any amount of force will cause irreparable damage. Right. Okay. There we go. Now we can open the door on this side too. I know this is a very compelling video of watching me do this, but, you know, if we don't collect as much as we can before we go out, we're just going to get murdered and end up right back here anyway, so we don't really have a choice. Fortunately, we can't go through here till we get the super powerful special upgrade that we're not going to get for a very long time. So, we're not going to see that. It's like hours away. Okay, we got some more bodies to burn here. These to burn. Go back here. Burn these bodies. These bodies. Any of you getting up? Some of you might try to get up. Get some more coins here. Learn whatever that said. Break this down. Break this down. Okay. Do you have your quest yet? No. There's a... She gives you a quest eventually. So remember her. She's important. Okay, then I believe this, yes, is a key door we need to enter. Need to unlock that. Again, envision a world where I didn't know that I had to do that. Did that door look any different than all of the hundreds of other doors that we have tried to open? No. You know, I could have skipped some of these doors because I know which ones of these homes are open and which ones aren't. But, you didn't. Alright. And guess what? Here we find ourselves at a dead end because we don't have the power to do that yet, but we can go down here. Hold on. I feel like one of those was red, so I'm going to be smart. Yep, you see? Fire doesn't cause it to blow up, just hitting it. Why? Never mind. It's nonsense. It's utter nonsense is what it is. Where's, okay, maybe that's one that doesn't blow up. That one definitely blows up. There we go. Got a chest here. So our reward for all this exploration is money. And then this takes us back down here. That's another exit to that if you ever need it. That's it. We did all that for that money. That was what I wanted. Now we can continue on. But again, this money's very, very, very important. Oh yeah, we haven't opened the other side of that, so we can't do that. Not. We need to burn you. This explode. Come on. We'll help it. Okay. Okay, that's the other side of the door we were just trying to open. All right. Now we have actual combat. Or at least we will soon. Tell you, when they said less enemies, they sure meant it. Say less enemies, but what they meant was no enemies. Huh. Maybe we should have played on like the second highest or lowest difficulty instead, because Yeah, when they said less enemies, they really meant it. We need a key here. We do not have it yet, so we need to go over this way. Oh, I hear an enemy. That's not the right thing. Where's your gold? There's a skull key we needed. We don't want to fall down there yet. That would be bad for now. Alright. Let's make sure to burn him. He's a necromancer. We want to make sure he's dead. There we go. Okay. Just in case you didn't know, fire sucks in this game. It doesn't do anything to these guys, really. It's mainly just used for burning bodies. How much ammo do I have for this? Only 11. Okay, we're gonna move back to the staff now. That was most of my ammo. We need to burn these guys. Burn this stuff here. Anything else here we needed to destroy? I don't think so. Okay, we need to go up here. Gotta burn everything. Nothing must survive. So much ammo for stuff we don't need. Oh. Here, I'll help you. There we go. Sure, we don't need those. Alright, this door actually opens. There's that dude. He's dead. That dude. He's definitely dead now. Real compelling stuff here. I honestly don't remember why you come up here, but I feel like there could just be more money. Like, it feels like half this game is just scrounging for resources. How many times I scrounged for resources in Heretic? Never. Not once. I found a secret. What made it different than, you know, all of the other things that were not secrets that were in nearly identical looking areas? I don't know. They were low on their secret quota, so they made this the secret one. Oh well. Alright. We could go all the way back to town and get that armor. But let's just move on and hope we get lucky. Okay. We should, oh yeah, I forgot. There's no saving in this game. Oh, and I guess we have our maximum health potions. Can't do anything over there yet. Okay. We've got a sword now. As you can see, it destroys boxes faster than my staff did. Grab some more gold. Grab some more. Oh, I guess we're full on ammo too. Great. Okay. I should note the first time I played this, I didn't know which way to go, so I went this way first. And because of that, I didn't get that sword till after I did this whole quest. Because I didn't know which way I was supposed to go. I could jump down there, but we really don't need to. I nearly did it again. Hold on, we can get our mana back here. This pile of mana I created. Here, we'll put you on fire first. I still don't have my blue magic, so, you know, nothing I can do about that. They're all just wasted. Burn that. Burn all that. found another quote-unquote secret. Even had a little bit of writing in it. That's how you know it's a secret. There are occasionally things in these barrels, but not enough to warrant me wasting the time to actually, you know, burn them all. Instead, we will just place this thing here to open this and move on. And then switch over back to our gun, quote unquote. Hey, everyone, come over here. Come right over here. Good work. I guess I should use my sword since it destroys these things faster. Sure to burn this away. And grab these. Burn all of this. All right. Victory. Oh, I don't think I can go up here because I don't have that thing yet. So I need to go here first. Switch over to this. Shoot you guys. Shoot you. Kill that thing. Oh, whoops, missed. Interesting story. I should note that you really have to read those if you want to be successful. Like, a lot of the things I'm doing, I know I have to do, but if I didn't, the way I'd figure it out is by reading all those books. So, the reading the books is not optional, like I'm making it seem. It is absolutely required. Not that that's a bad thing, but I just wanted to make it clear that when you are playing, you should not skip reading the books on your first time through. Oh, do I want to go over here right now? Can I even make that jump? Alright, let's, we'll come back to that. I don't remember which way to go first. It's a common issue with this game. As you can see, if I had the special magic thing, I could break through that. But I don't. So, instead, we are going to go this way. Not that I can actually get in here because I haven't actually pressed that button. So, great work, me. Here's where that skeleton was throwing stuff at us from earlier. Somehow, these guys survived that. Does that bring me up to full? Yes. We'll keep this open just in case. Yeah, let's drink the other one and make use of that. Hey, look, I got a key. I don't even know what the key is for. Alright. Time to go over here. I should show that. Hold on. Drink that for a second. You can see now I can walk normally through this swamp. That's what those do. You don't get very many of them, to be honest, so I don't know that I'd necessarily waste them. Though, mind you, I don't think they have too much of a purpose, so I don't think it's a huge deal if you do. Oops. It's a fuel canister I need to light the lighthouse. I don't think I can do that yet, though. I believe we have to go the other way first. Did I get the other one? No. Right? Okay. We have to get the other fuel canister before we can do that. Which I want to say is... where was the other fuel canister? Was it over here somewhere? We gotta kill him before he poisons me. Too late. How many dudes are down here? Okay, we got them all. Use all our mana. Not all our mana, all our arrows. Oh. One dude still lives. Imagine not having this sword here. Which, again, is a very common thing, I would assume, because it was just a left-right path choice. And so I had to whack all those dudes. Still, there's so many of them here. Let's go back over here. See if all this stuff happens to still be here by any chance. Or at least some of it. I don't know that I got that one before. I might have found a new secret note. You couldn't even do this. Did I hit this one too? I did it. Oh, I'm going the wrong way again. Whoop. Well, damn it. No way. Right? Yeah. Not yet. Eventually. One day. Okay. We should be able to at least freeze those dudes now before we start slicing them. Should be helpful. Not very much, mind you. Look how quickly your health just disappears. Can I... Hold on. Nope, doesn't help either. Okay. Again. And we're dead again. It's another 135 gold gone forever. Not forever. We can pick most of it back up. There's still a bunch of things here I can pick up. I'm running out of resources. So everyone who thought I was making a big deal out of these resources for nothing? Nah. This is on the easiest difficulty. And look how many resources I have so far wasted. Again, one of my options is to walk all the way back to town, and then I could return here with the upgrades that I could get in town. Ugh, this is going nowhere. Maybe this isn't what I have to do, but I feel like it is. I think I've basically got everything I can from here. So I think my only real option is just to keep at it. This has no ammo. like I'm getting nowhere. If anything, I'm going backwards. And again, I don't even necessarily remember if this is the right thing to do or not. I should not have been standing in the water when I did that. Again, this magic is useless. I'm just gonna run past these guys. Alright, looks like this wasn't where I had to go after all. It's great, I'm so excited that we spent all that time doing that. To learn now that it was not the right thing to do. Well, somewhere else in this game, there's a peat canister. And if we don't find it soon, we're just gonna stop playing and rank this thing, because I don't want to keep going. Nope, that's just an invisible wall. Wait. Alright, we keep bears in the nearby towers. I mean, what nearby towers? The nearby towers. I don't know what that means. Wonder if I could burn that? Did that look like wood? No. Definitely not, right? A lot of gold under there. If we could get under there, that would be great. I don't think we can. Anywho. Is there some path we have not taken that we need to? Clearly. But where? Hold on. I found a secret. Got some gold just, but you know. I just remembered what I'm doing wrong. We can open this now because we have that power. Isn't this great? Hold on, we need to, we're gonna have some fun here. Come on, guys. I'll stand right here. You come and get me. Ooh. I don't know that you made it. Ooh. This hurts so bad. Oh, you're all dead. That's tragic. You didn't make it. You didn't make it either. Alright. I don't think we can go this way. But we will, pick up this. Got some basic armor now. That's great news. Alright, great. Guys, a lot of help. Alrighty. Oh. There we go. I knew you could get in there. Not something can burn with fire, turns out. Alright, onward. Where's... The spider's not coming out. It's supposed to be a spider. Maybe that's later. I'm like 90% sure there's a spider here, though, somewhere. The one who's been making all the webs we've been seeing this whole time. But maybe I need to complete some other part of this quest first. Alright, let's move on. Nope, nope. I think this increases my maximum health or mana, one of the two. Both? I don't remember. It says something. Stamina health and mana. There you go. All of them increased. Everything was increased. It's you here. Light that there. And we've completed the quest. Let's see. Return to the tax collector. What did you want? Right. I need to go to the library for that too. So, I think I've done everything I can do here. You guys are gonna all head towards the lighthouse, so we'll just move on. Alright, we made it back to town. Hooray. Alright. Will you give me that quest now? No. Alright, let's see what the blacksmith has for us today. How much gold do we have? 1,800. So, for 900. Or... This sucks, but we need to get to the next upgrade. So, we're going to have to do it. And... there we go. Okay. More people seem to have died while I was gone. Hold on. We need to re-burn everyone. Okay, guys, you gotta burn the bodies. That's what you do in a pandemic. Believe us, here in the real world, we just lived through one. They didn't burn the bodies, though. Key problem, I think. A person can be hit, but not killed. Same with this person. It's because bodies are immortal. Burn all of this to the ground. dudes over here. This is the other direction to get into that sewer area. We don't need to do that right now because that has no purpose at the moment, but if you wanted to, that would be how you would get there. Everyone and everything is burned. Don't let anyone remain, guys. All must burn. I mean, at the very least, their bodies clearly might have gold on them. We need that. Okay. We can't go in there yet. We're not gonna get in there on this stream. That is a long way away. I don't know how much further we're gonna get than this, honestly. We're nearing. I wanted to maybe get one ability before we stop, but I don't know if that's gonna happen, honestly. The rate we're going, I feel like it's probably not. This is my shotgun crossbow. It's like a crossbow, but it forms like a shotgun. I know, right? It's crazy. See? Shotgun crossbow. Make any sense? Nope. None at all. But who cares? That's just rude. Hold on, I need my shotgun crossbow. This isn't good. These bodies aren't burned. Just cut some limbs off here. Make sure you guys don't come back to cause any damage to me later. Alright. don't remember what that did. I feel like it must have been important. Alright. Let's burn these because I know that these bodies will absolutely rise. Okay. Do I have to go in here to do something or no? I don't remember now. This is where we just were. Just trying to remember if there is something like clearly some money. Beyond that, no, right? Okay. Alright. Burn all this up. Burn all this. Burn everything. Okay, let's move back a little. Let everything burn. Get my shotgun crossbow here. Is this all gone up yet? No. Taking your time there. There's some ghosts in here, if I recall correctly. I don't think they harm you, they just look weird. See? If you look at them, they like disappear. You gotta like look at them off angle. Again, that seems like a clever idea if it were actually used ever in gameplay, but as far as I know, it isn't. But in one of the notes, they mention that you can only see them if you, look to them out of the corner of your eye, so it's another thing that, you know, you gotta read to know, but it's one that serves literally no purpose whatsoever. Sorry, I got bored of burning everything. I just decided to shoot it instead. Wasting a lot of ammo, though, so we're going back to burning things. It takes a long time for some of this stuff to burn. Look at how many things there are to burn here. Again, if I had the thing that let me destroy that, I could destroy that, but I don't. I know it's barely happened here, but I promise you on the harder difficulties, these enemies will in fact, or these bodies will in fact come back to life sometimes. Like, you will have killed everything and then suddenly out of nowhere, these bodies will just all start getting back up and walking. So the ladder there. This up here. This we have to come through the other way. Whoops. Pretty sure that's considered a secret. Yep. Oh, those ones don't burn. Trying to decide how we want to do this, what order. Let's head down here. This. This. Oh. And this lets us climb from all the way down here back up here, so we don't have to do that again. I don't know that I can open this now. I can't. Good. Okay. I was thinking that was going to be locked, but it isn't. We're good. Well, I've used all my mana. Alright. Enemies? Enemies? It's really crazy how many fewer enemies there are on this easy difficulty. You. Burn you. Okay. There are actually enemies in here? Yes. Like, when I first came here, I feel like both of these platforms had people on them. I know it said less enemies, but I wasn't, you know, expecting it to be a ghost town. But, you know, I guess I got what I chose, so. But this easy mode's even more boring than the normal mode because you don't even have to kill anything, really. there. There. Is there anything over here? I don't think there is. Yeah. We're missing something. You can't get in that way. I don't remember what it is we're missing, but we're missing it. Alright. We can go swim in here. Are the deadly fish not even in here? There's one of them at least. There we go. Okay. If we had a special key, we could go in there, get some secret items and such. But, we don't. Is there anything else down here? I don't think so. These crosses are very strong. We don't have that key either. Clearly, I remembered this in the wrong order. Alright, we can't go there yet. What order do you do this in? Imagine spending hours going through this area, doing this over and over, trying to figure out what order this damn game wants you to complete some of these objectives in. It's not even like it's a puzzle, I just need to find a key. But I just need to complete it in the right order to actually do that. Let's see. Where's the one that tells me? And then this one. So this one we know that it has to be dot, circle. Wait. We need straight lines here. Hold on. Let me start moving these so you guys can see what this is doing. So we want this side to have 2 dots, right? Then to know which... Oh, gosh. Where do I learn where the... Somewhere else there's written... I'm pretty sure. Anyway, this one chooses the middle one, so we know we want 2 dots there. And then on this side, we know we want... Right, so we know this can't be right, because... Right? So it has to be that. We still have the 2 lines here. Second one down, we don't know. We also know that on the right-hand side, the second one needs to have the squiggly lines and 2 dots, so we're right there. Okay, bottom one needs to have that. And this bottom one needs to have a square, so that's what we're missing, right? we need to have a square here on the bottom one. Nope. There we go. Puzzle solved. We found the turtle key. Now that guy's there. No, he's not there. Okay. Now we have to go over here, I believe, maybe. I don't remember if that actually does anything or not. But, you know, seemed like the right thing to do. Burn all these guys. Whoops. And I think that's it. Now we have the key that should let us open this, I believe. Is it this one? Yes. Okay. Alright. And then we go in here. We can't see anything. I feel like I'm missing. Yeah. Okay. Those are each 200 gold, so don't want to miss that. We'll be back in town at some point. I should show you how easily we can be back in town. When we are at the point where we're going to stop, I'll show you how easy it is to be back in town. All right. Oh no. I'm aware this doesn't look like it should work, but it in fact entirely 100% works. Okay, we made it down to this area. It's like normally like a boss area, but I don't know if it will be that on this difficulty. Okay, there's some. There's actually a solid number of enemies here. Okay. Is that everyone? I'm gonna sell some more armor here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Getting that armor was definitely worth it, right? I feel like we're in much better shape now than we were before. Alright, I think our next step... Well, one is to burn all the bodies, of course. We've got a key that will let us get into that top one, I believe. We've been up there? I don't think so, right? Or is that where we came from? It is, isn't it? Okay. Then this, I believe, is the back of where we started. Okay. I think we're good. If I'm remembering everything correctly. Which I think I am. Whoops. Okay. Now we need to go up here and use the key on... Whoa. Necromancer. Don't want to get involved with them. So many bodies needing to burn. Okay. Alright, on we go. I don't know why I did it, but I did. What is this? Nothing. Oh, okay. Can't pick up. Alright. Does this one open this one then? Yep, sure does. Okay, now we're above that, which means that we need to go over here. No, this isn't the right way yet. Where is it? Ah, this is what I was looking for. There we go. Okay. Oh. Did I run out of ammo? Whoops. Yep, great. Okay. That's all taken care of. Now it's on to here. We need to get the ammo and gold from here, and then we need to kill that guy before he poisons us again. Got him. Okay, success there. Then we need to go around here. And get this. There you go. You're welcome. It's another secret for you. Also, you shouldn't ever play this game, so that secret had no purpose for you. But if you did choose to play this game, that was a secret. Alright. We need to... Okay. Oh. Here I was saying we weren't going to get a chance to open that, maybe. There you go. That's the other side of that we were at like an hour ago. Need to burn this stuff down. Okay. Still not going to make it up there. Why don't I just walk? Get some of these. Need that. That, some of that. Nothing in here. There's coins in there. If I could make it up to them, I think I have to jump from up here if I want to do that. All right, and then that will have opened this. By that, I mean destroying all those totems opened this. It also opened the other one over in the other area that was closed. So, you know, we could go there. This thing I have no idea about. It looks real weird, but I've yet to be able to find anything to actually do with it. So Am I not actually hitting that? Okay. Sorry. Now that path is opened. Get some armor as our reward. Then we can flame on through this. Flame on through this. That. And I got what was in there, right? Right, and now, which way is it? Right. Okay. We go down into the water. You know, I'll climb the stairs. Why not? Oh look, I finally got the library key. Only took us however long this was. Do I remember where the library is now? Nope. No idea. But I think our next step should be to go back to town and spend all of our hard-earned money. Is this the way to do that? Is there a better way to do that? Yes. No. Sorry. This does open now. Great. I was right after all. I don't think there's anything else of note in here. Just that one book. Alright, and we're back in town. Which, we're going to see what he has to sell us, and then I think we're going to stop. I think that is enough for today. Let's see. How much do we have? 2,000. Sure, let's upgrade this. Okay. Let's see. Some other miscellaneous things. This is your inventory. I could use here, if I wanted to rearrange this stuff, I don't have to have it in this order. So like if I want this to, I can take all this away. And then put this over here on 0 for whatever reason. And then put, you know, this on here, this on here, this here, and, you know, do it like that for whatever reason. There's no reason for any of this, mind you. It's all completely pointless, but you could, if you want, do all that stuff. Yeah, and you've got your journal, you've got your character, you've just got some basic guides, and this is just all of the notes and stuff. Okay, before we stop, let's walk back out of town. It's insane to me that you still lose stamina even when you're in town. Like, the whole thing is just nonsense. Okay, let's say I was over here, or what have you, right? And I wanted to get back to town. What's the quickest way to do that? I could do all the walking I just did, right? But if I hit save and quit, and hold on. We then relaunch the game. And we hit continue here. And look, we're back in town. So yeah, when you save the game, it does not save your location. It just saves your inventory and what stuff you've completed. You still have to go all the way back to where you were. So if you were 10 miles away from town, which, you know, you'll get closer and closer to being by the time this map is over, you gotta get all the way back there. It's a nightmare. Yeah, that's what saving does. Okay. That's Graven. I'm gonna uninstall that now and never play it again. So Graven is either extraordinarily boring if you play it on that easy difficulty, or extraordinarily boring and annoying if you play it on any harder difficulty, because then the enemies kill you in like 2 hits and you keep having to redo things and pick up all your gold again. It's just frustrating. Regardless of which way you do it, it's never fun. Even like, again, that took me, what we just did is, you know, we did in what, like 2 hours maybe. Let me pull up our list. Okay. If even, right? Whereas it probably took me 4 or 5 hours to get that far when I played, just trying to figure out what the hell the game wanted me to do. Like, I knew exactly where to go there, which is the only reason that did not take hours out and hours more than it took me. So if you like an incredibly slow-paced game that gives you no real direction on where you want to go, but is also just extraordinarily slow and boring. And as you can see, does not really respawn enemies. So you're just walking through random empty areas forever. Uh, yeah, it's really, really shockingly not well designed. All that said, it functions so much better than some of these games that I really can't put it too far down this list. Like, everything there was playable. With the latest patches, it's not super buggy anymore. There's all the upgrade systems, so all that stuff makes it a better game than, the bottom half of our list here, definitely. Um, I say let's start here at number 10, with Cyclones, which was the early Raven software game we played a couple episodes ago, and which was certainly less boring than this. I don't know that it had those really weird like N64 style controls um that I didn't really love, but it definitely was a more interesting experience than what we just played. Like, this definitely has more to it than Cyclones, but I don't know that I'd prefer to play this over Cyclones, honestly. Yeah, I think that might actually we might have actually started at the perfect point here. This might be our new number 11, Graven. Okay. So that is our list for the evening. We have added Graven as number 11, Breathless as number 22, and Behind the Iron Gate as number 23, bringing us to a total of 36 games ranked in the Boomer Shooter Showdown. If you missed a previous episode of the Boomer Shooter Showdown, it is available to watch on YouTube. I believe the first two episodes should be up now, and a new episode will be uploaded each week. So, it's gonna we're on episode, I think this is 13, so it'll be a couple months before we are up to this point. But the episodes, I think, starting with episode 4 or 5, are still available on the Twitch replay options, so you can check those. I have them set in a collection, so you can watch those down below this video. If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you check out my Twitch channel, which is also Soulless Grimwelder, and you can see the latest episodes there. Like I said, we are going to be several episodes ahead on Twitch than where it is uploaded on YouTube. So if you want to watch the latest episode, check out Twitch. Worth noting that the YouTube footage I'm uploading is not just the Twitch stream. I have this stored locally at much, much higher quality than what you will see on Twitch's storage. So if you want to watch this after the fact in the highest quality, the YouTube video is the option to go for. And that also like cuts out, all of the empty nothingness at the beginning and stuff like that. So either way, feel free to catch up on the previous episodes of the Boomer Shooter Showdown on either YouTube or Twitch under Soulless Grimwelder. And we will be back next week with another episode. I'm not sure what we're playing yet. We might do some more Amiga games, or we might save those for later. Hard to say. There's a ton of DOS stuff still to get through, and of course, years and years of Windows stuff to look at, as well as PlayStation, Saturn, a Dreamcast game, maybe. We'll see. We probably will play that Dreamcast game. And yeah, so there's a bunch to look at. Oh, N64, of course, right? We've got quite a few major N64 titles, although we'll be playing the Turok games using the current modern PC ports. In fact, we'll be doing that whenever possible. We will not be playing the original console versions because those controls suck. But since we don't have a lot of options with some of them, for example, GoldenEye, we will just have to go with, I'd probably just use emulation. The best option, honestly, would be playing the Xbox One port, but I don't have an Xbox One, so we can't do that. Anyways, that is our plans for the weeks ahead. Tomorrow we will be back with a new episode of the history of beat 'em ups. We are moving into the 32-bit era for that, so be sure to join us then. And until then, have a great evening and a great day tomorrow, everyone. We will see you there at 6:30 tomorrow. Have a good night and goodbye.